Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be completing the Evony challenge in Monster Legends to get 1323 gems. And my offer ends in 6 or something hours, so I need to do it just now, or I'll miss those gems. So in this video I'm going to show you some of the things I learned in Evony that help you get resources, and the things you do to get activity every day. They give you a lot of resources as well. So I'm going to go through to Evony just now and complete that offer. I'm not sure if I'll have enough speed ups to get to level 30 keep, but if I don't have enough speed ups I'll get to level 21 because my keep's already there. I just need to speed up the timer. So I'm going to open Evony just now. Just now in Monster Legends the equipment challenge is going on, and I've actually went for the ancestral relic for the first time. I've never got past the first 3 or 4 rewards from the equipment challenge before, so this will be the first time I do it, and it cost about 1,000, 2,000 gems so far. Not as much as 2,000, but it's a good shield that gives you evasion and stuff. So I'm going to get into Evony just now. I need to load it up, it takes a while. So I'm going to go over a few of the tips that I think I could show you in Evony that it's easy to get started with. There's a lot of things you can do all over your island that give you a lot of resources, and a lot of things you have to do to get your activity points for the day, to get other resources. And there's some tips that might help you get started in this Evony quest in Monster Legends to get gems. So I've not logged into Evony at all today. Been meaning to make this video for a few days, a few weeks. As soon as you open it, a few adverts pop up usually. So this is my castle, my island basically just now. So this stamina is basically for using to send your troops places. You can use it to raid resources, and you can use it to, now at level 20 just now. And there's stamina here in the tavern or something. Visit other places like monster rallies. I'll go over the activity points just now because I've not started anything about this that will show you really what to do. When you start an Evony account, you want to get to whatever level you have to be to unlock global chat. Then just join a team, join a good team that communicates, and communicate with them, ask them as many questions as you need to. Once you find out enough stuff, you can probably use some of these tips. So for the daily activity things you do, they give you a lot of resources. It's one of the ways you can earn gold in the activity points up the top. Different milestones you get. Some of them have gold, some of them don't, some of them have got resources. The first one has gold, the second one's got resources and 5-minute speed ups. The third one has gold. You need gold for research and stuff, which is one of the activity points, and gold helps you do other stuff like unlock buildings. Whatever you need gold for, you'll get it from these. Sometimes I've completed it all the way up to the 4th, 5th one. Normally I only usually do it to the 3rd or 4th one. So for these activity things, you can click on it to find out. It's in the bottom right hand corner. There's also some more activity things up there in the top right that have notification things on them, and you click on them, it tells you events. Those take a long time to go over, so I'm just going to go over the main activity things. So for resource gathering, that takes you to the world map, where you go and look around the island, basically the grasslands and stuff. There's places you can go, places you can raid resources from, and you can get relics and stuff on the main island in the world map. So for resource collecting, I'm going to do this one first. Your farms and your habitats and stuff, those produce resources that you can claim, and if you click on your warehouse. I think that collects all your things. I didn't know what the warehouse was for a while. When you upgrade that, it protects more, which means I think it keeps more that you can click on, and then you got all your resources when you log in. So when you get to around 20, you'll have this many farms and quarries and mines and sawmills and stuff that produce resources. You can go to the main world map to produce resources as well. I always accidentally click on things in this game, so that's going to be chopped and edited and stuff. So back to the activity points. For that, I'll have collected my resources. I'm going to wait until I've got all these chests open and then do them all at the one time, because that's kind of the hoarding thing that I do in this game, as well as hoarding with that. When it comes to sliders, when it comes to using resources for making troops or factory stuff, this is another one of the activity points where you have to build 250 traps. I heard someone say that trap 2, which is these pointed traps here, if you make these, people on attack, when they check out your base, they won't scroll down far enough to see trap 2s or something. I heard, but I don't know if it's really true, but I've been making a lot of these. So I normally make around 300 of those for the daily goals, and it gets done in a little while. The more research you've done, the faster your timers will go down. For other things, you have to make archers, like troops. I don't know if you have to make archers specifically, but you have to make ground troops. So I normally make a few. And equipment, I don't know if you have to make equipment either, but I don't know if you have to make too many more than 250 for them. So these are basically the kind of sliders. I never really use the full slider, the auto select. I always reduce the timers or the sliders by quite a lot, and use my resources sparingly so that I've got enough pretty much to last me all the time. Another thing here is the embassy, which you can find in this alliance section. That's when you join a team at level whatever you have to be. In your alliance, there'll be people asking for help, like for when you build stuff, or when you research stuff, or when you heal troops. And for your activity, you also have to do some wars. I've just missed a war by 6 seconds because my phone's kind of slow. So say it says March there in the bottom right, that's a minute, and that's already started, so that's red now. If I'd sent a team to that, I don't know if I would have got resources from, but that's something you have to do. So there's me got more of those chests towards the 51 where you get the gold. If you ever accidentally send a troop or march somewhere with too many troops on it, you can recall it, but it'll cost gems. It costs around 50 or 60 gems. You get a lot of gems from chests, or if you do the purchase task where you purchase stuff, I think you get gems for that, or you'll end up with gems eventually basically, but use gems sparingly. So I click on this resource gathering thing and it'll take me to the world map. So I didn't notice, but my city's not got a... Well, it does actually, just it's not loaded. When you're in an alliance, they'll ask you to keep a bubble up, because I think it protects them somehow as well, like their progress or their strength, or if the people of the owners, you need to keep that up. It costs gems to replenish, but it lasts for 3 days. I usually buy the 3-day truce one. So to get back to this activity point thing, you need to collect resources. There's a farm there, which is quite not that far away, but so for this, with the activity, if you want to use some troops, then reduce that top timer quite a lot. Reduce your strongest troop, it'll be at the top. and then you'll have troops left. For example, if there's a war just now, there's a boss war just now, which is a Minotaur. What you want to do, basically, I learned, is to reduce all your troops and only send one ground troop of the strongest type. So I've reduced the other one, so I've only got about, how many have I got left of the top troop? 16 or something, yeah. So I send one of those to that march, and I'll get a point for the activity in one of those things once I return from that. And also on the world map thing, there's an activity thing called relics. You have to explore relics. I'm kind of going over the most kind of ones that you don't really think of, or the ones that you might not get most. For these relics thing, you go to this thing, and it'll send you places. I never really use the magic treasure map because I don't know what it is, and I don't know if it's worth anything to save. But there's a relic close to here which requires a keep level of 18, and I think it only suggests ones that you can go to mainly. With relics as well, you reset all the things, so you only send one troop. And I don't know if you get the same value from research by only sending one thing to a relic or anything, but it still gives you the activity points, which gives you a lot of the progress towards these things. So I'll go to the research thing just now, which is one of the easier ones. So I clicked on that, took me to my academy. That's the place where you research stuff that reduces your timers and also increases your capability and stuff. So for some of these you have to learn all of them and then you master them so you can learn the next ones. For your daily activity things, basically you don't want to do one that's going to take you 6 days, for example, because it'll use a lot of speed ups. And eventually you'll have to you'll have to research all of these. So I've not even started researching this, it only takes half an hour. So I could use speed ups to speed that up, but I'm going to use the help thing. If you click on the little handshake above it, it requests your alliance help, and then when people see that, they'll click on it and it'll help you. It reduces the timer, which is actually another part of the activity in Alliance Science, which is down near the bottom of this Alliance section. If you click on this up the top, because that's one of the ones my Alliance must be researching the most, you have to research these sciences, which increases your full Alliance's capability, all your members, and you can research quite a lot of them. It gives you activity points. Once that timer gets to 4 hours, it's a cooldown thing, and you can use gems, but you shouldn't really use 448 gems for resetting that. So if I've got enough troops, I might send another one member to an alliance war, but there's not any on just now. Normally there's 1 or 2 or 3 going on. People normally keep it to 1 or 2 or 3 because you can only send 2 or 3 rallies at a time to wars. So my research thing will be done pretty soon, and construction, I'm going to do that just now, or in fact I might do that last, because I'm going to save leveling up my keep to level 20, then go back to Monster Legends. So I'm going to go over another few activity things just now. I don't know if my building layout will be the same as yours, because you can put them wherever, but down here in the bottom right, if you click on that hammer, it takes my phone ages to load, but it loads some sort of auction thing, but it costs you like 250,000 gems. This is another part of the thing, is black market. You use your resources to buy other resources, and if you want to refresh it, if you don't have enough resources to buy any of the first ones, then you get sent to another screen with the same, but it could be different resources and they might be even more than the one you've just refreshed. So it's not worth refreshing because you only get 3. So you should always buy at least 1 or 2 from the first screen, or at least 2. So all the rest of those are gems or money that it costs, so I'm not going to do that. but there's a 33,000 one for 24-hour mind speed up. That's quite good. I've never used any of these speed ups, so I've still got them all in the bank. For the tax thing, that's another thing you can do in the tavern or something, I think. Or it's actually the attacks. So I heard when I joined the alliance, you use 2 of the first one, or you can do them in any order, and then like do 2 of all the rest of them. And it costs you like a few gems, I'm not sure how many, but I don't know if that'll have given me the activity points, but that's one of the activity things as well. Yeah, that's given me all of them, so that's 100% complete. Once I get my resources from that thing, half of that will be complete because I don't gather enough with my troops to get the full thing. So gold levy is in the main area, the keep, the thing you'll have to upgrade for your Monster Legend thing if you're doing that for Monster Legends. And all you have to do is collect your gold from that, which is another way to get gold. If you have gems and you want to buy gems, if you want to use gems to buy gold, you can do that. I used to do that sometimes, but that's because I didn't know about the activity points where you get gold in the first couple of chests. So troop healing is one of the things I never do because I never send any troops to rallies that get killed because I only send 1 troop. So I'll only have about 5 or 6 troops here to die, that are dead. To get that activity point, I hear that you can send troops to a boss monster or something, or you start like a 2-hour long rally or like a 1-hour long rally in your alliance to a boss monster, and you send enough troops to get injured for it, and then nobody will join that because it's a 2-hour thing. They'll know it's the same, they'll know that you're doing it. I think it's called boasting or something. Once your troops are dead, then you'll be able to heal them and get those activity points if you need to get them. Another one that you can do is general enhancing, where you click on these and it'll show your generals. But if you want to do this without going through the activity thing, because it takes less time to load, you can go into this thing in the bottom right and click on generals in the top right. I think it's easier to do it this way. Cleopatra, here's a good general for gathering resources or something. So I normally do that. To do the enhancing task, you don't do the thing on the left, but you do the thing that's one from the left, and you use gold. It's the cultivation thing. And I think you have to do it 8 times, but I'm not sure how many times you can do it. Sometimes I cultivate some of them more, like all of the different ones, but mainly I only do 1 at a time and change them up. So another thing is the Wheel of Fortune. You can get spins on this. I was asking my alliance if any of the things are good, and this Spiritual Beast XP thing looks like it might be one of the good ones, but I asked them if there's anything OP on it, and they said they didn't know. They didn't know what OP was, they said. I'm in the Age of War alliance. They're helpful. A lot of the members have left since I joined. Like, not a lot of them, but a few. If you want to keep spinning that Wheel of Fortune, eventually you'll end up with some of these Wheel of Fortune tokens that you can use. I don't know how many I've got, but it's thousands and thousands. So if you like spinning wheels, then Wheel of Fortune, keep going with that. I'm not sure what one they're in. They might be in special. I'm not going to keep scrolling down because I'll check them out individually. It's not in equipment. It's not in speed ups, not in commons. I don't think it's in blazing. It probably will be in all. I use quite an old phone, so I was surprised that Evony would be a task that I could complete, which is really decent. I've only got a Nokia 1.4 and it's not very good. It takes like 20 seconds to do some clicks. So I've got a lot of gems here, 1000 gems times 24. So if I need to use any of this to speed up my keep to level 30, I don't know if I'm going to be able, but I can try. I'm still looking for these lucky tavern spin things. I think I might have just went past them. 277 times 1000 ones if this is it. Yeah, I might as well use these because I'm not going to be playing Evony for that much longer. 277, I might as well use them. Normally I would reduce that wee bar by a quarter or like a fifth or something. So I'm just going to go in for another spin of this Wheel of Fortune for the sake of it because I've bought those chips. That's not it, that's the black market thing. The tavern, so betting, gambling down, that's allowed in the tavern. Spin this once, you can do 100 spins, 9,000. I'm just doing this for a little something to do for the sake of it. I don't know if 270,000 coins is a lot, but seems like it would be. So I'm kind of playing this the way that you do if you don't have a good phone. So if all this stuff's not loading that well, then you know why it is, and if I click on stuff fast and all that, or like skip through stuff. So up in the top left of this Wheel of Fortune thing, there's a rewards list, and it looks suspiciously like one of the things that you get rewards from. So if you look around the island, the kind of full game, one of those chests, normally you click on it, will give you stuff, but for that one it'll just be a rewards list. So patrol, this is you go from your walls and you get stuff, but I don't think it's very good. You just do it to get stuff here and there. So I clicked on something else again I didn't mean to click on, and keeps loading slow, but all good. And this wee guy, might as well do this because this is one of the cool things. I'll probably be recording for a while, so I might have one or two of these wee mini games. I've kind of got used to how you do it. You don't need to land on that thing in this one. You just need to do that. You get right over to that one. Normally I would let go of that one that's holding the catapult back before I got up that climb for a laugh, so it just shoots an arrow at nothing, but I didn't do it that time. So I've got a lot of quests just now. I've been saving these up for this video since the last time I had Keep 19, and I was going to record a video maybe, but saved it. So I got 2 times 7 day speed ups and 2 million gold. I don't know what all these equipments are, the materials and all that. That's one thing I've not learned in all this time that I've been playing it, which is 59 days today. This is the 59th day. I'm not sure if I'll have missed the gems task because I started it in the middle of the kind of day later on, and it's already quarter past 10, so if I've missed this task I won't get any gems for this, but I'm still going to make this video for the tips because it's hard to learn all this stuff. So I just remembered I didn't do the patrol thing. You need to do it 3 times. So basically all you have to do is click that button, it'll patrol. I don't know if you can speed up this wee searching animation for something, but so if you click, just keep clicking, then that's your 3rd spin. Oh god, I just pressed the gems patrol thing. So it doesn't ask you there if you want to use your gems for the patrol, which is quite annoying because it's always good to save gems. So try to remember not to click on the gems patrol thing where you might use your gems. So more activity things here. My research activity thing's done. So I'm going to explore another relic just now because I've got 3 March slots that I can send. And I clicked on one that I'd already sent one to. Just there. I don't know if the estimated times are accurate because I think they come back sooner than that. I'm just going to do this one. So the timer in the bottom left there will tell you it doesn't take 2 days to go to. It only takes about 34 minutes there for that one. So I'm not doing any alliance wars just now because my marches are all really long. It must be for relics. So I've not made it to the 4th one with the 110 activity points just now, but I'm going to collect all the other activity points just now. Normally, because my phone takes so long to load, I normally just click on that and then click up there. So just keep clicking on that and clicking up there until that all gets collected. And always remember to click on these top things, otherwise you won't get these rewards. I did that before I completed all the activity until I had one of the days I got all the 145. And then I was saving all those chests to open in like one go, and I ended up forgetting till the next day. So for this construction thing that I'm going to do just now, I'm going to use some resource chests that I've got, because I didn't know, but I don't have enough resources to finish this keep. But in the quest it will tell you where to build stuff, and the keep will be just now one of these things. So that's me got those 7-day speed ups from that other thing. And all these other ones will have a lot of other stuff, like XP and boosts and stuff. So I'm just going to claim them all. I'm not sure how many that was. I think it was 6 left. 5 or something. So it looks like I got a lot of stuff for that Wheel of Fortune. I've got a lot of speed ups that I've not used in the entire kind of course of this. It might be enough to get me to keep 30, but I don't know yet. I'll need a lot more. So because I'm nearly finished getting this Evony task I've not got long to do, I'm going to open all my resource chests for these. 964 chests of food. 1,000. And then it's like 36 million here or something. I'm pretty sure this won't be enough to get me to keep 30, because the last keep level you need takes like 2 months or something. I don't know how long it takes, but it takes 30 days or something, at least 30 days. So now I've got 131 million food. And to get these resources, you don't have to go all that menu thing that I did. You can just click up on the top thing and it'll take you to these menus. So from now that I've got all these resources from all these chests that I've got, I'm going to see if I can use them to boost my keep all the way to 30. But I'm going to check into Monster Legends once I get the level 21 keep. So the least stone I've got out of all my resources after that, I must have less stone producing farms and stuff over the course of the time I've leveled up. So up in the top right, you can also get these free things every day. I'm not going to go into the event centre because it's just kind of collecting stuff, but that'll give you stuff as well. So I need to do these walls to level 20 as well, which I didn't know, but it won't be long. I think I've got a 3-day speed up from that keep 20 task. And I might as well use this one 24-hour speed up I've got. So when it comes to speeding up timers, you never want to use your highest ones, like a full complete one. Always reduce the timer by 1 by hitting the negative arrow, and that'll reduce your cost. If you used like a 3-hour one and you had a timer that was 6 hours and 7 minutes or something. So you can request help and it'll get sped up, and once it gets to 5 minutes you can click help or free or something, and it should get done fast. So another 15, and instead of using 2 I'll just use 1, and then the next time somebody hits help, that'll be done, and that'll give me the construction point for the daily activity. I've got another puzzle thing that I could do just now, activity daily thing, times 6, but I'm going to wait until this is finished. So it doesn't look like many people are online in my alliance just now, but as soon as someone hits help, then that'll get sped up. So there we go, it's reduced and I can click free. And now I can claim the thing and I can complete the Monster Legends task by getting to keep level 21 and hopefully maybe 30. So it takes 17 days, 20 hours and 1 minute. So now I've requested help, and I didn't mean to click on that part because it takes ages to load. But for this I'm going to have to use a lot of speed ups because 17 days is too long to wait. So 14 days out of 2, 7 days is 3 days left. And then 1 3-day, but only use 1 because there's 2 days coming up. And if I use that, it's only 5 hours wasted or something. And then 2 8s, 16 if you've got those speed ups, and 1 3. And instead of using the 60-minute, I could probably just use 1 and then a 15-minute. And the rest of it will get helped by the alliance. 1 or 2 helps there would get that done. And the more that you contribute to your alliance science, the more your speed up timers can go up. I think as well as you can research it in the academy as well as one of the skills. Speed up timers, alliance help. So as soon as this is complete, I can open Monster Legends and I'm going to have nearly 1,500 gems. all my timers will probably still be full for these, so can't do any wars. So as soon as this hits 5 minutes, it's just hit 5 minutes, I can speed up. And you get 2,000 gems for the 21 thing, and some chests, but I don't know what's in any of those chests, or if it's useful. It probably is useful, but a 3-day speed up, that's going to be useful towards keep 30, and then a million resource things. So I'm going to go and open Monster Legends just now, get those gems, and I could come back quickly and see if I've got enough to get to 30 with the speed ups, but I doubt there's any chance because I've not opened any of the speed up things I've got. But we can see anyway. Closing the game just now. I used to not do gems tasks because I thought my phone wouldn't be good enough for them, but since I saw the Evony task, there's a few other tasks you can do with bad phones, like a really old phone, and you get 1,000 gems plus easily. Any of the tasks that you see in Monsterwood where it tells you to make an in-app purchase, you can do those and it takes you like 5 minutes to get, and they can be up to like a few hundred gems, and it can be 1,000 gems if they cost you like £20 plus in the other app, or a couple of thousand. There was an AFK arena task that you had to do where you bought something in that game and it gave you a lot of gems. It gave me like 1,000. I tried to make a video but I messed the recording up. So here's the reward here, 1,323 gems. And I got the other amount of gems, 888, from that task. But I didn't start it at the happy hour, so I only got half of the gems I could have, I think. The other task was an in-app purchase thing, and I made a video about that. But this is that task just now. So nearly all the way up to 5,000 gems again, and I started before I had tasks with about 1.3 thousand gems, and I've had a few thousand gems more than that for a long time since then. So if I get to keep 30, I get 7,560 gems, which would be all sorts extra. I need to check it out, see if I can. Once you have a lot of gems from these kind of tasks, or if you save them up, these kind of equipment challenges where you get these new relics, they might be useful for like a full era. You'll be able to complete stuff like the Tails challenge, any progressive challenges. The kind of tactics are that you buy the first few after 1 or 2 collects, like full collects. I just noticed I'm up to a full collect here for this Tails challenge, the equipment challenge to get the electric patrol shield. I normally don't collect that habitat. I've got one, I only got 1 Tails item there, which is not what I was meant to get. I was meant to get 6. Normally I go to this habitat, which is a thunder one, and I collect that because now I got 4 more Tails items, equipment challenge ones I mean, but I'm still missing one. And it should come through later, but if I was close to the end of the task, then it wouldn't be reduced and it would cost more gems. So for the equipment challenge or the Tails thing, I always have some that are high level but not full level. Enough that every feat's going to be a couple of thousand. So that it'll maybe give me all items if it needs to. and I breed Rapidex or Thunder plus Nature, Mythic single element, or you can use Common, and it always gives you epics. So I'm still missing a gold item from this, but it'll come through before 12 hours has passed. And I need to make my final collect to get this Electra Patrol shield. I'm doing that because this is a good shield. It gives you like evasion, and it gives you evasion twice. And it also gives you a high armour, and that's only at level 1. So that's going to be a good shield. Someone in my team suggested I could try and get it. I got 3 slots on Pyroelectrica. It's pretty cool. Kinda looks like Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman. I'm going to collect this rune for Rune Lords, see if that places me any higher. I don't know what place I am just now. So I was at 6,000 and I've went up to 4,000. And if I don't get any more runes, I might not stay in the top 5,000, but could get gems for that. I'm going to go back into Evony and see if there's any chance I can complete that, get to level 30. But I don't think there is. Drop a like if you're enjoying the video so far. I'm going to just open that app. So I'm going to start trying to get my keep up to level 30, but I don't think there's any chance really. This would get me another 7,000 gems plus, so it would be worth it if I'd known how to kind of do all the resource stuff and known how to get more speed up timers, but I don't know actually how to get them really that way. In the meanwhile, I'm going to actually do one of these minigame things. So for this one, I think I remember that you just close that thing over it, and I think I've timed that wrong, so I'm going to get burned. I'll need to restart it. So you close that thing over, drop yourself, oh, misclicked it. Close that thing over, need to restart it. Close that thing over, throw that over, but I should have probably dropped sooner than that. And I just saved myself there, I didn't think I was going to make that, I forgot to click the thing to get back over that. So 27 minutes still to go on that. I'll use 1:15 and 1:5, and then if someone helps that, it'll go down again. So I got my construction activity points, and I got an invitation thing to kill the royal thief, but I'm not going to go on that, because you have to be high level to do it, I think. People always say. I don't know how to do it at least. I don't know if any of my troops are back, so I don't know if I can send another rally. But when you get invited to kill the royal thief, this thing arrives, but it's not really worth doing, I don't think, unless you've got a good strong general or something. So I can see if I've got any more troops that I can send. Nah, no more troops just now. Still doing those gathering things. And nobody's helping this, so it's taking forever. So nobody was on to help that, so it ran down the timer. Took a while, but eventually there. and those traps are ready. So now that I've got those activity things guaranteed, I'm going to actually build some more. In fact, I should only build like 5 or something. I was going to build some of the highest level ones, but I remembered I need all my resources to get to the keep thing. I don't think I'll get there, but it's worth trying. So 24 days for the timer for this, and that's only to get to 22. So I'm going to see how many speed ups I've got towards this. It's not going to be many, but 18 days worth for the 12 hours. So that's taking all my speed ups of 12 hours, and it's not enough. 669 there of the 15-minute ones. I'm just going to take some of those off so I don't use all of them. But I might as well use those. If there was more people on to help, it might get reduced to 5 minutes within the space of 2 seconds. Probably going to have to use another 5 minutes on it. I couldn't be bothered waiting. So to get all these speed ups to 8 days and 12 days and 13 days and all that, I don't think there's any chance I'll be able to get to level 30 keep, because the last one's 30 days or something. I heard. But I suppose I can try a little bit. I'm just going to use one of these 5-minute speed ups because it's taking ever. And it says I need to upgrade the barracks, so I can't do that just now because I'm training stuff. But I realised I've got a lot of these speed ups that you can use for only training. So if I need to train a lot of stuff, then I can upgrade this barracks. Speed anything up I need to upgrade anything, but 16 hours for that. Can use 2 of these 8s. 115 or something. And then a 5 or 2. I think people who are higher levels have researched more activity things that mean that their speed ups will reduce your speed ups by more. So the higher level people that help you or something, the faster it'll get done. So now I can upgrade the keep again, but it's not looking good for speed ups, timers and that. Might have to buy the speed up pack, but I don't want to spend any more money than the original purchase thing that I did. Oh, that needs to be level 22. I thought it was like 1 level up. So I can try and speed this up, but to get to level 22, it's going to be ages. I'll see if I can send any troops again. It looks like I can, because it's not said I can't send more. So all my troops are back. And I'm sending 1 to that. I don't know what sending 1 gets you, but you can see it in the reports or something in your mail. But my phone's too slow to kind of load those, or to understand them. Like there's lots of them, I don't know what one to read. Yeah, someone helped that after a little while, so I'll be able to upgrade that again, but I don't think I'll be able to get to keep 30. I can still try. So another speed up there after a little while, a minute or something. So once I upgrade this all the way up to level 22 or something, I can upgrade the keep. I just need to check the keep again to make sure it's level 22, I need to get that too. I was just checking, I'm pretty sure that is level 22. But... so it doesn't look like I'll have enough stone when I get there, because I'm pretty much out of stone and food and resources and stuff. I might as well spend what I can of it towards that, but doesn't look like I'll get there. So that's pretty much all from this video. I hope you enjoyed those Evony task tips and kind of strategies. There's a lot more stuff you can do in the game, but I don't really know how to do it all the best. That's just all the stuff that I picked up. I didn't really read any of the guides. I know it tells you to pick China for fast development, because it's something to do with research speed. I just got burned. Or it's something to do with progression, like your speed of research. I'm just going to forget that one because I can't be bothered with it. Nobody's helping still, pretty slow days, but the subordinate city thing, when it comes to that subordinate city, people say that you shouldn't do the first one. If somebody helps you get a subordinate city that's on the main world map, that's how I got mine. I don't even know what it does or stuff like that. What they basically did was transported themselves right next to the subordinate city that was on the map, and I transported my main island right to that map, right to that subordinate city, and we both attacked it. He attacked it more than me. I just sent lots of rallies and stuff, as much as I could, over and over again, until I'd claimed the city. And then when you've got that city, your bubble will also affect that city, so you don't need to worry about getting attacked. And I don't know really at all anything about the subordinate city, but it's something that you need in the game. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Hit subscribe for all future regular Monster Legends content and other content down the line. Check out my playlists if you want to see my shorts, and if you want to rewind them, you can watch them in the rewindable player in the playlist. I might just try and do this final puzzle thing. So I need to make sure that cannon doesn't kill me. Just burned. Just burned by the last second. So I'm going to try this one again. I'm going to see if you can stand on the thing under that flame. I think you probably can, but I didn't think of it until just there. So that took me like 15 tries, probably more, but all good. check out my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another one down the line. Until then, take it easy.